Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to another week with Fathers Who Care. And listen, I need to just preference it from the beginning because I know I may end up talking. And come on over a little bit, darling. We all want to come over in a little bit, so they just said the mark. But because we know each other, we cool, right?
Definitely.
Or as the young people say, we what? Gucci. Yeah, so I brought some young blood into the house because I love young people. I love to empower young people. But we have one of our special guests with us this evening. You know, we've been featuring the Loretto Hospital all month long. And last month as well. And we're doing that specifically because we have a partnership with the Loretto Hospital, and we're putting on our annual Men's Health and Wellness Fair on this Saturday. That would be September the 14th from 10 to 2. And of course, our guest, who's a doctor, would be there, and she'll be talking to us about podiatry and diabetes and other good stuff. We're going to be talking about health, prostate, behavioral health. We're going to be doing a Noxalone Norcan training. It's just a wealth of things going on. And for some of you people who enjoy coming out to win prizes, we're going to raffle off a 50-inch HD free television set, color, and gift cards and all kind of stuff. So, and this is a free event, and I hope you heard me when I said free. So that means you don't have to spend anything other than a little of your time to come out to be empowered. So that one being said, I want to just personally say thank you to Amari, to Mike, to all of those who are behind the scene making this show possible. I want to thank Gloria, Miss Rhonda, Lamani, Shanta, Vernisha, Hanisha, and all of them young people. You know I have a passion for these young people, and I just want to do what I can to get them to the next level. But tonight we want to talk specifically in this month of September about men's health and wellness, community engagement, and knowing your status. Your health status we're talking about, whatever how you want to assume it, because we're going to be doing screenings on HIV, AIDS, PSAs, all of that kind of stuff. So, but let's get to the show because I feel in some kind of way. I just went to the dentist, and I'm telling you, I think this dentist was a demon.
Well, literally. My husband is a dentist, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Now I'm talking about this one. This guy went inside my mouth and beat me up so bad I wanted to run out the place. Right, literally. I said, man, can I get another shot?
Well, I'll refer you to my husband, Dr. Angelo Stamos. He's wonderful.
Listen, where's he located?
He's located on 4020 West Armitage in Chicago.
4020.
West Armitage in Chicago.
West
Hi, Angelo. Love you.
Tell him again. Tell him again. Tell him again.
Hi, Angelo. Love you.
And so we're going to come by and see you, sir, because I'm looking for a new dentist. I have PPO. Can I come see you?
Of course.
Just for the record.
Definitely.
Anyway, so let's get started. We have on our far right, we have Angel. Angel who?
Angel Rex.
And how old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
And you're part of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. And what school do you go to?
North Mondale College Prep.
And you want to do what when you get older?
When I get old, I want to be an entrepreneur and a cosmetologist.
So you enjoy being an entrepreneur business-wise, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And then you enjoy doing hair.
Hair,
You know, I kind of noticed
makeup,
that.
yeah, like other beauty products like skincare.
You know, have you ever heard of Mary Kay products?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of Mary Chisholm? You ever heard of, who is that woman that Madam C.J.
Walker.
Who is she? We're talking about it. I ain't putting you on the spot. She developed a straightening comb, right?
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to learn some stuff, all right? And then some of the beauty products, right? But now let's go to the doctor.
My youngest sister is actually a hairstylist, and she does makeup, so she loves it. Yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You rolling. So, Doc, how old are you? About 21?
I wish.
You wish?
No.
Okay.
I've been practicing for 19 years now in the Chicagoland area.
So you're not 21? 22?
I'm not 21.
You've been a physician for 19 years?
19 years.
Practicing
yes.
for 19 years. So
Practicing
let's talk
19
about.
years.
So you are a podiatrist.
A podiatrist.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm having.
So that's okay. So
And what does that mean?
So it's a foot doctor. So it's a medical provider that treats foot and ankle disorders.
Okay. So we want to start the show. We're going live. And so this is a live interactive show where there are people watching today can call in. And they can call in with their questions and concerns of things that they want to know.
I'd be very happy to answer.
So if someone called you tonight and inquired about diabetes or inquired about having problems with their vision or I think you told me it was the vision, it was the, what else?
It's frequent urination, feeling very thirsty, very hungry, the blurred vision. You can have tingling, numbness in the hands and feet.
Which are signs of?
Signs of diabetes, yeah. So
is diabetes curable?
You know, diabetes right now is not curable, but it's very treatable.
It's not curable.
No.
But it's treatable.
It's treatable.
So I'm going to come back and I want to inquire about what do you mean treatable?
Okay.
And so I want you to kind of give us some stuff there. So put that in on the shelf until we come back. We want to just pull over to this young lady and just ask this young lady. So by being a young person, and you know, young people are doing all kind of stuff today. Young people who don't know no better. You know, they're trying to experiment with all kind of things. They want to be parents too soon. They want to use all of these different things in the street. I guess they call it Ciroc or Remy, drinking that stuff, and Molly's and K2 and what the other, Loud and all that, right? Yeah. How do you refrain from being caught up in that environment?
I isolate myself and I try to occupy myself like doing other stuff like that I enjoy, like makeup and stuff, or like hair, or like socializing with my friends.
So you're dealing with people and you're doing things to keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
And you're staying away from
to ignore it.
And to ignore it. So you intentionally know it exists, but you intentionally do something to avoid it, right?
Yes.
Well, see, we're proud of you. And we want you to know that it's okay, because you're still cool. You don't have to do that to be cool, all right?
That's right.
You're cool not doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to have no babies too soon. Mm-hmm. You ain't going to end up going to jail because you did something wrong that you didn't know you were doing, or end up hurting somebody or somebody hurt you, right?
Yeah.
Now, don't that make sense?
Yes.
So do you mind if I come back now and talk to Dr. Soros for a little while longer?
Amen.
Thank you so much. Because now I'm not going to forget you, but I just wanted to inquire because she was the guest tonight and you told me that you wanted to learn some things tonight. And so we wanted to make sure you had the opportunity up close and personal. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Give me 5 on them. Okay? Just wanted. So, Doc, let's ask this question. I know that you're a physician at the Loretto Hospital. You've been practicing for 19 years.
Yes.
And I want to know more about just you now. Okay. Who are you as a person? So my question, I guess, would be with you is who is, and I apologize, the first name is got my tongue going, but I know you're Dr. Soros.
Athanasia.
Athanasia, that's Greek.
Greek, yes it is.
Yeah, Athanasia.
It's all Greek to me, right?
Yeah. Athanasius.
Athanasia. It's
okay.
after Saint Athanasius.
Who?
Saint Athanasius.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to, who are you? And what is your purpose for existing? I mean, what motive, what inspires you? What do you do for fun? Who are you married? Do you have children? What do you, who are you?
So I'm born and raised in Chicago.
Okay.
I've been married for 15 years to my wonderful husband, Angelo. My mom and my 3 sisters live all in the Chicagoland area. Mm-hmm. My mom, Kula, my oldest sister, Vicky, second oldest sister, Sylvia, youngest sister, Tina. She's actually in Houston, Texas. So hi, Tina, Greg, and my nephew, Nicholas. And I want to do a special shout out to my nephew, Dean.
So shout out to you, Dean.
Yep. He's 10 years old. It's going to be his birthday on Sunday, and also my husband's birthday on Sunday, on the 15th of September.
Well, you got your work cut out this weekend.
Yes.
So listen, we have here with us tonight, on our far right, we have Angel, right? Rags. You how old?
17 years old.
And you go where?
North Lawndale College Prep.
And you want to be what?
An entrepreneur, future cosmetologist.
And now we have Dr. Soros, anesthesiologist.
Athanasia.
That's it.
Close enough.
You got it. And she's been practicing medicine for 19 years. She is currently at the Loretto Hospital. We got a lot of things going on at the Loretto Hospital this week.
Yes.
We're doing a men's health event on September the 14th from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We've been talking about particularly men's health, men's wellness. How can we engage engage more men to be more actively involved in their health concerns. We got the doctor with us in the house, and the doctor is particularly talking to us about men's health and wellness and diabetes and signs of diabetes. Let's try that one more time. What are the signs of diabetes?
Okay, so the most common signs of diabetes is increased urination, frequent thirst, feeling very tired, feeling hungry, the blurred vision, and then also tingling and numbness in the hands and feet.
So we really wanted you to just catch that, because sometimes we don't hear things, and so I just wanted to repeat it. Now, you are a woman of God.
Yes.
You're married for 15 years.
Yes.
I think you have 4 children.
We don't have any children.
No children yet?
No children, no.
That was you had 4 children? I know, I'm just joking. I'm just having fun. So you have no children yet,
No.
but you've been married for 15 years.
Yes.
And your passion is what?
My passion is just helping people improve their health. That was, something that I knew I wanted to be a physician from a young age. I remember my 4th grade teacher asked what they want to be when they grew up, and
Right.
I didn't know podiatrist at the time, but I knew that I wanted to be a doctor. So I am a very spiritual, very religious person, and I truly...
And you have a good spirit, too, about you.
Thank you.
You do have
Thank
a
you
good
very
aura.
much.
Your aura
Thank
is
you.
good. And so we have a caller. So the way we run this show is we try to encourage folks to call in if they have questions about men's health, of health in general, about what can we do to continue to empower our young folks, that they would remain drug-free and safe, that we try to constantly encourage our young people who may be watching to put down those guns and pick up a book and be a blessing to someone as opposed to a curse. But thank you, caller, for calling. You on the air. Your comment or question, please.
Yes. A
Hello?
question. Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but speak up just a little bit, please.
Okay. Okay. And my question is for the doctor, Dr. Burrow.
Yes.
Um,
What is
my
your name?
question is, my name is Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. Thank you so much for
Hi, how
calling
are you?
tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, my question is kind of twofold, and I want to know, how do you actually detect diabetes early, and is the detection something that is part of a regular checkup that you do when you go to your doctor? And
Ye-
if not, how often should you get tested?
Thank you for that question.
Okay, so most people should get an annual, a yearly checkup. So usually, when you go for your annual checkup with your primary care physician, they'll do lab work. So once they do the blood test, they'll, after you've been fasting for a period of time, usually it's, within 8 to 12 hours, you'll take your blood test, and if you have an elevated blood sugar level, then you will. It's a possibility that you do have diabetes. And usually there's another blood test also. It's called the hemoglobin A1C, and that is also a very strong indicator of, if you actually do have diabetes, because if that is elevated, that usually, then you would be classified as a diabetic. Usually
now-
it's like 6.5 or higher.
6.5 or higher?
Of a hemoglobin A1C would give you a
sign of
diagnosis
diabetes.
of diabetes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're doing a health event on Saturday.
Right.
And are you going to be a part of that?
I am. I'm going to
Event.
be there. I'm going to be talking about diabetic neuropathy, which is just damage to the
Diabetic
nerves.
neuropathy.
Diabetic neuropathy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just damage to the nerves. And that is unfortunately one of the most common complications that diabetics, can experience is diabetic neuropathy. I think it's up to 50% of diabetics will experience diabetic neuropathy at some point in their lifetime.
We're terming this event because that's what it is, the Westside Men's Health Fair. But women are also welcome to come and to participate in anything that we're doing. We're just focusing specifically on men because we know for so long men have been derelict in their health issues and concerns. They don't go and get the screenings, they don't go and get the checkup until it's too late.
Right.
So encourage the men and the women that are watching today to come out on Saturday and meet you and come out and take part in the resource fairs, the screenings, the trainings, the free food, the free raffles, and a chance to meet just some down good people.
Yes, I think it's an excellent opportunity, and not to mention it's free. So it's something free, exactly.
Go
you
figure.
you can't pass
Can't
that up.
lose, can
So,
you?
No, you can't.
Free
So
health screening.
It's free health screenings where they check your blood sugar levels, they check your blood pressure, your PSA levels,
Glucose, HIV,
right, HIV, hepatitis.
Yeah.
So I truly believe that knowledge is power.
Yes.
So the more you know, the better you are, because the earlier, Gloria, you were talking about, detecting things earlier. That is so important when it comes to every health condition, but especially with diabetes, because diabetes affects so many organs in the body. It can affect the eyes, it can affect the heart, the kidneys, it can affect, your nerves. The earlier you know how to manage your diabetes, the better off you are.
Now, podiatrist.
Yes.
What is that?
A podiatrist is a
Yes.
medical provider that treats foot and ankle conditions.
So is that who you are?
Yes.
So you are a podiatrist.
Podiatrist, yes.
And you study,
You
you provide
I
service, or you're a medical physician over.
I'm a doctor of podiatric medicine.
There you go. That's the word I was
Yes,
trying to
doctor of podiatric medicine, or DPM.
DPM.
So,
that's
medical provider
DPM.
DPM that specializes in the foot and ankle.
Specialize in foot and ankle.
Foot and ankle,
Which is
yes.
that with okay. So and you're a doctor who?
Angel Rex.
Dr. Angel Riggs, because I can see that happening to you. So, Miss Angel, at your school, what school you go to?
No, dear college prep.
So how, folks have started back to school, right?
Yeah.
How have your days been going to school lately?
Good.
Good. So are you looking forward, what grade are you?
11.
So are you looking forward to going to college too?
Yes.
What college are you thinking about?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure, but you do want to go.
Yes.
So what I want to do is afford you some people, and folks who are watching Darcel, please get in touch with her. Angel needs your help on scholarship, applying for scholarship, and some college tours. Is that fair?
Yes.
But I need to go back to the doctor. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you can give a shout out. Go ahead, shout out to somebody real quick. Go ahead.
Shout out to Shante,
And who else?
my mama, because I love her, and my daddy for
And you
raising
love-
me.
What's your daddy name?
Anthony Rex,
What's your mama name?
Tommy Willis.
And you shouting out to them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, Doc, you want to make a quick shout out before we go into some other questions?
I just shout out
You know
again.
that means
Shout out.
shout out.
Shout out to my entire family, my mom Kula, my husband Angelo, my
Angelo.
my sisters Vicky, Sylvia, Tina, my nephew Dean, my brother-in-law. How could I forget him? George.
Don't forget your brother-in-law.
No, and then my brother-in-law in Texas, Greg, and then my nephew in Texas, Nicholas.
So your family is doing quite well here in Chicago.
Yes.
And she's doing quite well at the Loretto Hospital.
Love
and she's
Loretto.
holding it down here in
Yes.
the Chi-Town.
Yes.
And so we're going to come back and talk about some other things, but we want to encourage those who are watching to please come out and join us on September the 14th. We got so much going on the 14th from 10 to 2. We got all sort of people coming together to work together to empower each other. We're going to be doing health screenings. We're going to be talking about prostate health, behavioral health, which I need some help on right now.
Well, and also I don't mean to interrupt
Sure,
you, but
please.
there's
No
also
problem.
going to be a diabetes nurse educator, Nancy Rodriguez, who is
A nutritionist?
She will deal with treating health conditions, whether it's diabetes,
Diabetes,
high
okay.
cholesterol, high blood pressure, obesity, through plant-based nutrition.
I like it.
Yes.
And then we're going to have some other, as you alluded to, we're going to do some screenings on PSA, blood pressure, glucose, and HIV, AIDS, all that kind of stuff. So don't be ashamed to come out and know about yourself and learn how to empower yourself. And we want you all to know that we love you very much.
Yes.
That's why we're doing this event. Most folks have to spend good money to go get
Right.
these screenings?
There's going to be a cardiologist, there's going to be a urologist, there's going to be a behavioral health specialist.
Wow.
There's even going to be an attorney, how to, for living wills, and
Yeah.
there's going to be a financial specialist there also.
I mean, what?
Yeah, and this all for free. All for free.
Free.
The only thing you have to do is you have to attend the Men's Health Fair this
Please.
Saturday, September 14th. From 10 till 2, and their lunch will be provided.
Free lunch.
Free lunch, yeah.
And raffles.
And raffles, and there'll also be other vendors there to help you with different, equipment that you might
You
need,
rock.
medical equipment.
You rock,
so
Doc.
it's a wonderful way. Loretto truly does care, and this is just another way of just not caring for its patients, but caring for the community.
Absolutely. And just for the record, Loretto Hospital is a not-for-profit community service hospital. So they're doing a lot of things in the community to empower folks. So they need your support, they need your suggestions, and they need you to stop by there and continue to, just let them know you're doing a good job. So we really want to thank the doctors for the work that they're doing, and we want to get back into some questions. I had some thoughts on my mind, particularly about mental health, behavioral health, being, some things that folks are currently dealing with, particularly in people of color. In our communities, some folks, they have a problem with identifying certain health issues when it comes to mental health, nor do they want assistance in that area. So I would like if you would let us know that behavioral health, mental health are things that everyone experiences, and it's good to know what's going on in your head and in your spirit and in your psychic, so that you can be the best you can be, and that sometimes people do get tired, people do burn out. People do experience trauma, and sometimes people need some help.
Right.
So I'm hoping that you would encourage folks who may be experiencing some forms of PTSD or trauma
Or depression.
or
addiction.
compassion fatigue or addiction or whatever those behavior issues are. Would you encourage them that it's okay to seek out
Definitely.
help,
I
please?
think it's very true that there's a mind and a body connection, and the better off your mental health is, the better off your physical health will be. If you are depressed, or if you have addiction problems, you definitely will not have an overall good health, because you're not going to take care of yourself the way you should. So I think it's very important that if someone does have some type of mental health issue, that they do seek out help to be able to try to treat it before it's in its more severe condition. And I think that it's not embarrassing. You shouldn't be embarrassed if you're going to seek out mental health.
But tell them it's okay.
It's okay, right? So it's very important. You just like you go to the doctor, to treat a problem with your physical health, with your body. You should go, if you have a problem, you should seek out a mental health specialist to help you with any type of mental health issue you might
We're talking
have.
about coping.
Coping skills.
Yeah, coping skills. So we want you to be safe. We want you to be healthy. And we want you to know that on Saturday you'll have an opportunity to meet all kind of different people, including Dr. Soros. And all of us going to be out there working together to empower each other, to show each other how much we love them, and bring resources and individuals together that can do a lot to empower you if you choose to be empowered. So we're going to run on across the hall again to Angel. Right?
Yes.
And so, Angel, what is the state of young people? What are young people thinking these days? What's on the mind of young people on the west side of Chicago?
A variety of things. Like some people thinking like future-wise, and some people just
Who?
future-wise, like
Okay,
thinking
future,
about their future, like people getting
Right.
jobs and like working and stuff. And then some people they're just they're like just doing like drugs and stuff, or like just not doing the stuff with their life.
So how can we continue, what we're working to try to keep you empowered and involved? How can we empower you and other young people to empower some of the young folks who don't know yet and they're just trying to fit in? How can we encourage them to get more actively involved in young folks stuff like youth councils that you guys are involved in, and refraining from illegal substances that may kill them and or cause them some serious hurt in the long run.
Support, because a lot of
Support.
people don't have support. Like, everybody grew up in, like, different households. So everybody, like you said, like, cope, like, doing different stuff.
Okay. So we need to continue to support them and not judge them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Because I be trying to figure out, and I'm being honest, I do read, and I read some stuff about the history of sagging, other good stuff about it, but a lot of stuff about sagging, actually. And I want to know, I was asking young men, why do they wear their pants like that? And they told me it was a style. Right? That's what they say. But the history of the sagging is more than the style. The history of the sagging comes from slavery. It comes from being institutionalized or incarcerated. And it also is an invitation telling folks that you're available. Yeah, that means you're ready to be available to folks watching you, all right? So, and then we're trying to encourage you that they really don't look good to be seeing your drawers. So pull your pants up, put a belt on. If you need a belt, give me a call. We'll donate a couple belts to you, some jeans or whatever you might need, because we want you to be the best you can be. Call us at Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821. That's our office number. You can log on to fatherswhocare.org. Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, all Fathers Who Care. And now we're going to come back to the doctor. Doc, you was talking
Yes.
about your profession, and you was talking about specifically about being a podiatrist and about diabetes. So give our audience some encouragement on what, and I asked you earlier, I think I asked you a question, I remember asking you a question, is it curable? Is diabetes curable? And you said what?
I said it's not curable, but it's treatable.
Okay, explain.
So basically, you're just learning how to manage your diabetes. Basically, seeing the specialist that you need to see on a yearly basis,
Okay.
making sure that you see definitely your primary care physician, whether it's, once every 3 months or once every 6 months, just following up with those appointments. Any, specialists that that a person with diabetes usually should see is a podiatrist. Definitely at least, once a year, preferably once every couple of months. A podiatrist can go ahead and take care of any type of nail condition, because patients with diabetes should not cut their own toenails, trim their own corns or calluses. That can all be done by a podiatrist. Also, there's different, you can go ahead as a diabetic patient, get a pair of diabetic shoes with diabetic inserts on a yearly basis.
Okay.
Which is very important, especially if you have diabetes with nerve damage.
And they should take that
diabetic
serious.
neuropathy. Yes, because a lot of patients come in with blisters on their foot. And then that blister might become an ulcer, which is just an open lesion on the foot, and then that
Okay.
might become infected, especially if somebody has neuropathy, nerve damage, they can't feel it, that they have a sore, and then that becomes infected, and then that can lead to amputation. And unfortunately, that can be a big increase in mortality, because actually the 5-year mortality after a major amputation can be up to 74%.
Okay.
And those rates are higher than certain types of cancer, such as breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, and Hodgkin's disease.
And we're
So-
trying to assist folks in knowing their status,
right.
correct? And you said that it's not curable, but it's treatable.
Right.
So what we're trying to say to you, early detection is the best thing
It's the
that you
key.
can do. It's the key.
Prevention.
Prevention.
Right.
So come on out on Saturday. And what's going to happen Saturday, Doc?
Saturday, there's going to be different specialists there. There's going to be a cardiologist there, a urologist. There's going to be a diabetes nurse educator. There's going to be a mental health specialist. There's going to be also, Loretto is now doing clinical trials.
Right. You were
So
saying that
that's-
earlier.
Yeah, so there's going to be also the doctor in charge of that, Dr. Ahmad, who will be speaking about that with different clinical trials that are available for the public to be a part
So
of that.
what I'm hearing there's a wealth of things going on. at Loretto Hospital on Saturday, the 14th, from 10 to 2 at 645 South Central. And for more information, contact Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821. Again, Saturday, September the 14th from 10 to 2. You'll have Dr. Soros, you'll have other doctors involved in the areas of health, heart health, prostate health, behavioral health, fitness, nutrition, health screening, PSA, prostate. You name it, they're going to do it. Free raffles, raffling off TVs, color TVs, 50-inch color TVs, gift cards, and other things. And so we just want to encourage those of you women, encourage your significant others to come out, actually bring them out. Men, please bring out your significant others. It's a family affair. Come on out and learn. Come on out and grow. We're going to come back to our doctor, and we don't want to leave our little our youth council queen over there. We don't want you to be bored, all right? Did you know that you have a certain spirit about you that's real peaceful and friendly?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
And we want the best for you, and we want you to know that it's okay to be a loner sometimes. You know what I mean by that? That means you don't have to always join the crowd to be accepted. You know, I kind of like eagles. You know what an eagle is? What's an eagle?
Oh, why?
You just told me you knew.
I do.
So you heard of the word, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Is that okay? The homework assignment is tell me what's so particular or peculiar about an eagle. An eagle, right? The bird, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me something, some good thing about an eagle that you can relate to, right? Okay. Is that fair?
Yes.
You promise? Then we have a piece of pie. Anyway, back to the doctor.
Sure.
So, doctor, we was talking specifically about science. We were talking about, oh, we got a phone caller. Let's get the caller. Caller, you on there. Your comment or question, please.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. I just want to say something to the young lady, Angel. Angel, and I just wanted to say, while you're on the show with a very positive role model, I would like to know how can Miss Dr. Zorro encourage you with the passion that you have as far as wanting to be a beautician, because you have a good role model on the side of you.
And
an
entrepreneur.
She's encouraging you. Yes.
So what was the question? Like, how does she inspire me?
Yes, how, just watching her and listening to her, how will she inspire you or encourage you to want to even continue to pursue, your passion? Because she's pursued hers. Well, is that going to be a good help to you?
She's still pursuing it. All right? Mm-hmm. Is that fair?
Yes. I'm always learning, and I think the best way sometimes to learn is even for my patients. Mm-hmm. I learn so much from my patients every day. So I love that patient-physician relationship. I really do respect that.
Okay.
And that's how she inspired me, because she said she passionate about what she do, and I'm passionate about what I do too. And then she was also talking about how she love helping other people, and I do too. So.
Okay. So what we're doing tonight, we're passing what you might call passing wisdom. So you're another generation than Dr. Soros, and we want to make sure that you understand that you are younger right now, but the skies is the limit.
Yes.
Anything you really want to be, you can be it if you really believe it.
Yes, I was just going to say the best thing is to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself and also to believe in God, because I think if you believe in God, you know that you're never on your own. You have your family, but if you have God beside you, you're always going to make the best decisions.
So are you here to take us on a spiritual journey tonight?
I would love to.
Well, take us there. We don't have a problem with it. Anytime you feel like you want to interject a thought, please, by all means, the show is for you. And of course, feel free to interject thoughts as you feel. So let's go back and let's just do another one of those things, and we're going to talk specifically about what we can do to better assist ourselves in preventive health.
Okay.
Talk about what is preventive health, and why is it important to kind of curb some of the things that people can possibly curb, like prostate.
Okay, so knowing your numbers, knowing your prostate numbers, so I think that's really important. With the free screenings that are going on at the Loretto Hospital this Saturday, they're going to be doing free PSA screenings. So if you know that number, and if it's a little bit elevated, then you can see your physician, and then, and obviously that would require then further testing. And then, if you're going to catch it early on, that's really the key. The key to treating a condition is making sure that you treat it early on and not in its later stages. So just, that's really the key, is just to
Early prevention.
For better outcomes.
For better outcome. Listen, also we want to share that there would be some additional trainings and giveaways of Narcan, which is a nasal spray to help folks who have overdosed, to try to reduce overdoses or bring them back from a overdose and what have you. So we're going to have that training on Narcan and Anoxolone. And so all of that's going to be going on for free. Say free.
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 You can't get better than that.
You can't get better than that
can't get better than
unless
that.
you want to pay. And if you do want to pay, I'll have a hat sitting at the table. And when you come in, if you feel better about paying, I'll have a bowl or something at the table. You can just go in your pocket and get some donation out, anything, I don't mind. It can jingle or it can fold, it don't matter. Put it in the container and I'll gladly say thank you when I come in. If you choose to pay. Now, but let's go back. We're talking specifically about folks being more conscious of their health, and being more proactive and actively being involved. But also want to share with you guys tonight about something that's real major coming up. We got the West Side Census count going on. We're getting ready to go on.
Okay.
Where if you don't be counted, you will be counted out. So if you don't participate in the counting of the census, you will be counted out of the community, because you can possibly lose resources for 10 years. You can lose representation in that community. And so I'm trying to explain to you that this census initiative is extremely important. So I'm encouraging those of you who want to be involved in this census initiative, give us a call at Fathers Who Care, 773-287-5821, and let us know what you need and how you need it. But please be involved in the census initiative. Also, I was kind of encouraged today to talk about the West Side Health and Opioid Task Force that was initially spearheaded back in 2016 by Congressman Davis and Representative LaShawn Ford and the Loretto Hospital. So the task force is taking on a new spirit. Different people are working with it, but the leadership of it is still the same. Representative LaShawn Ford is actively involved. And Representative Ford is wanting those of us who are out here working to work together to collaborate, to not recreate the wheel, but to work together to reduce some of these overdose deaths. Particularly, we had 17 people that overdose over here on Chicago Avenue in Holman. 17 people chasing free drugs. 17 OD'd, and out of the and then 5 died.
Wow.
So that's unacceptable behavior in our community. But when people don't know better, they don't do better. So we encourage you, even if you have some addictions, Doc, you alluded to it. Come on and let's talk about those addictions, because the addiction is a disease. And because it's a disease, we can deal with that disease while you have time. It may be some behavioral issue. It may be some fitness concerns. It might be some screenings that you need. But tell us what we can do to deal with folks with addictions, Doc.
Is just getting help.
Mm-hmm.
Getting help before it's too late.
Right.
And that's really, I think, is the key thing. And maybe sometimes the person doesn't know that they need help, and another family member or friend has to step in and act for them.
Provide them with some assistance, right?
Right. Because sometimes, people who have an addiction problem don't really know that they do, and they might know, but they think that there's no way out, there's no help, and they need somebody else to step in and take over temporarily and help them out.
Well, people have all kind of, you just alluded to it, people have all kind of addictions. People can be addicted to shopping. People can be addicted to drinking Pepsis. People can be addicted to sex, and people can be addicted to all kind of stuff. So we're just trying to encourage individuals that if you are addicted to anything that ain't good for you, we're encouraging you to take a stand, to make a stand and do something about it. Is that fair?
Yes.
So we got these young, good people running around with us. We got Dr. Soros here, And we have, what's your name again?
Angel Red.
Dr. Angel
Rex.
Rags, who's how old?
17.
And she go to what?
North London College Prep.
And you want to do what when you get older?
Be an entrepreneur and cosmetologist.
And you really feel that you don't mind being a loner, not fitting in with other folks, because a lot of them not doing what they should, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to encourage you. I got a granddaughter in there. My granddaughter is extremely smart, extremely bright, focused, and she on her business, all right? And so I want you and her to kind of, connect and befriend each other, and share with each other and have some outlet for some positive expression. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then anytime you need some of our lady mentors in there, of course, we have some women mentors in there for your enlightenment. Then if you need some help, please talk to them. And you just mess around and met a new individual who's a
Yes.
doctor,
Yes.
who's a doctor of the feet and ankle, which is called a what?
I don't know how to
A
pronounce
podiatrist.
Podiatrist, yes.
Right? Say the word.
Podiatrist.
You got it.
It's from the Greek word body.
From the Greek word who?
Body.
Bod-
Body, P-O-D-I, is
P-O-D-I.
foot in Greek.
So now we're
So,
learning some stuff. Right?
podiatrist.
See what I mean? I'm learning
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm learning just like you're learning. So the best thing to do as you live is to learn, because you can never stop learning.
That's right.
So don't let nobody fool you. Everything you do is all about learning. It's what you putting in you, what you investing in you. So let's go back to Doc.
Yes.
Doc, you appear to be somewhat happy today, in a good spirit. So let's give one more shout out to the Loretto Hospital and to your husband and tell him something special. Go ahead.
I think it's a wonderful, Loretto is a wonderful hospital, definitely cares about its patients
do.
and about the community.
They do.
And
And
that
the
is
staff.
and the staff.
Yeah.
And that is, and it's, and the doctors there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the nurses. And so I think it's wonderful that they're having, the Loretto Hospital is having the 7th annual West Side Men's Health Fair this Saturday, September 14th. From 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock with various health professionals, and whether it's cardiology, podiatry, diabetes nurse educator, urology, mental health specialist, attorneys, financial counselors, and also for clinical trials. I think it's a wonderful opportunity.
Financial wealth,
Yes,
financial
yes.
wellness, all of that stuff.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful opportunity to improve your health by learning more.
Right. So all kind of stuff is going on this week, and we want you to know that we want you to be involved. We want you to know that we're doing what we're doing to make sure that you get what you need to do what you need to do for yourself. We also provided Fathers Who Care affordable legal representation, of advocacy, weekly empowerment groups for the young people, the youth counseling for the adults, Mothers Who Care programs, Parents on the Move programs, reunifying mothers and fathers together, and re-entry programs for folks who have been formerly incarcerated and now are returning home, supportive services if you need that kind of assistance, understanding your rights as fathers, fathers' rights, and men's health and wellness, and mental development. So there's a wealth of things that we're trying to educate you men with, and all we can do is make it available. But we can't force you to take advantage of it, but we would encourage you. Please take advantage. So I want to talk to you, Doc, and I want to talk to you, Angel, and I want to give you some time right now to share whatever's on your heart that you would like to talk about this evening. You can do the same, please. You can think about it, and you can respond, please.
Okay. So I think what comes in my mind right now is family. I think family is key to your overall happiness in life, and your success is just being close to your family. One of the reasons why I did specialize in diabetic foot care was because my father was a diabetic, and my mom is a diabetic now, but my dad had, growing up, I saw a lot of the problems that he had related to diabetes, and I wanted to make a difference and try to help prevent some of those problems that my dad acquired. And so I hope my dad passed it back in 2006.
We're sorry to hear that. Made his transition.
Thank you very much. May his memory be eternal.
Absolutely.
But I hope he is proud, looking down, if he's looking from above.
He's proud.
To
Trust me, he's proud.
to be proud of, the work that I'm doing, and I
And that's your
like to
motivation.
treat.
That's
I
your
like
motivation,
yes, I'd like
yeah.
to treat every patient as if they were a family member, because I remember walking into that doctor's office with my father, and and I just want to know that that every patient is treated as if they were my family member, because I used to walk through that doctor's door with my dad, because my dad didn't speak English that well, so I was always there as a translator. So, I know how it feels to be on that other side. So I think family, if that's really what comes to my mind right now, is family.
And family is key. I mean, in spite of what you might go through, I agree with you. In spite of how people treat you or what you go through with people, when it's all said and done, the foundation is the family. All right, that's the first line of government. And I say to you, those who are watching today, service is the price we pay as rent for our existence on this earth. So I'm encouraging you, those who are watching, to be a blessing to some young people. It don't take much. It's all about some consistency. And I just want you to bear with me tonight because I'm a little bit under the weather. I just had a lot of work done on my mouth, and it hurts. Believe me, it hurts. And I feel a certain heaviness on my spirit today from this and other things. But I'm pressing forward because I wanted to make sure that I can follow through on what I wanted to do tonight, and that's to be here and host and interview you two. But believe me, when I finish this here, I'm going home. Believe me. But back to you, Angel. Yes, I am going home. I'm going to hit that bed so fast. I don't even want to jump in the shower tonight. I'm just going to lay down. Angel.
You like the same thing. She said, like, family is the foundation, is like the support and stuff. Because I always looked up to my daddy, my mama, and my sister. Because, like, my daddy, he a workaholic, and you work with him. My mama do the same, and my sister, she's a veteran. She work in the Navy. And they always support me, like, what I want to do, like, with my dream and stuff. So I feel like that's the problem now, like, in, like, the area and the community, like, the support and stuff. A lot of people don't have that.
Well, we want you to know, Angel. That's right. I do know your dad. I mean, your dad is relatively real close. We cool. Actually, we real cool. And so anything I can do to help him, which I'm doing it now with you, because now I'm mentoring you. Not because of you. I'm mentoring you because of your daddy, all right? Because your daddy is my brother, all right? And if he's my brother, then you my daughter, all right? So I have to pull back into your spirit because of the relationship I have with your daddy. And because we're doing what we have to do to keep this circle that we are involved in strong. So I expect the same thing from him that he expects from me, that I will pour into your spirit and provide you with options, that you can maximize your options and be the best that you can be. So I'm going to come back now, and I'm going to come back and hit the doc. Doc, I really want to come back to the topic of health, mental health, and substance abuse. Unfortunately, right now, so many people in the community are just going with the flow. They don't particularly care about their mental health status. They're trying all kind of new things out there. There's a drink out called Four Loko.
Oh, wow.
It's a can like this, but this big, like Arizona cans.
Okay.
You know, Arizona drinks.
Yes.
And it's different flavors. And they're targeting these young people with these drinks. They cost about $3. But these are high octane drinks, like 18 to 20-some%.
Wow.
And so these young people are drinking these things out here and going crazy, literally.
Monacos?
Huh?
What was the drink?
Four Loko.
For local.
You heard of it before?
Yeah, Monacos too.
What is Monacos?
The same thing.
Monacos? Spell it.
Monaco.
Monaco. Monaco, where you get that from?
It's the same thing as for local, it's just in a smaller can.
Oh, really?
See, I'm learning something new today too.
But I'll tell you, Doc,
drink
for
things.
real, this is what I normally do. When I'm out here in the streets, of course, because I love what I do. That's my calling, that's my ministry. But I love young people. Because when I sit down and talk to young people, I kick it with them. And young people know that I'm Gucci, right? Which means I'm cool. Because I be on fleek, right?
Yeah.
And I be keeping it 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not an op, right? I'm good people, right? So I got all this stuff. I just don't know how to use it properly.
I gotta learn all the lingo now.
Look, I literally sit down with them. I write their stuff down, literally. And I got of course, I walk around with a diary.
Yeah.
And I put their stuff in it. And so I periodically go through it. But when I'm in the circle with these young folks and they be talking, I be
Yeah.
knowing some of the lingo.
It's the way to
'Cause-
connect with them.
That's right.
Definitely.
But you was talking specifically about this Monaco? as you said?
Monaco.
Monaco?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you see people using it?
It's,
What they do
they
to
don't
them?
drink for loco no more.
Or they don't? I see them drinking for loco.
It's the same thing though.
So it's a new name, but the same game.
It's the same thing, but it's different. It's like a
Different name.
yeah.
But it's different flavors.
Mhm.
Because these come in all kind of fruit flavors.
Oh wow.
Strawberry, lime, apple. Not, come on.
Yeah.
It's flavored beer.
Yeah.
High octane flavored beer.
Wow.
And young folks are running to it. Then young folks are running out here to what else they using out here on the street these days?
Vaping.
Who?
Vaping.
What is that?
It's like a weed pen. Instead of like using like the paper and like the weed, you just use like a pen. They say it's healthier.
In the pen. Smoking through the ink pen. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like a, I can't explain, but it's like an electronic where you put the weed through it.
Oh, it's like those, what they call those things? E-cigarettes?
The e-cigarettes, right? Which,
Right, okay.
which has been in the news, with the vaping. right
Okay.
now, yeah.
So that's what you're talking about. And what else are they doing?
That's all I know.
Okay.
And, like,
What about the mollies?
Yeah,
What are those?
like pills.
Okay. And what do it do to people when they take them?
It's the same thing as like meth or ecstasy. It's like the same thing.
What do it do to them?
The same thing as meth or ecstasy.
I don't know. What do they do?
Just
It alters their thinking.
It do?
Yeah.
So it has them on a trip. So what about loud? What is that?
marijuana.
Really? Why it smells so loud?
That's why it's called loud.
What's in it?
I don't know.
Okay. And what else they be using? Like K2 or Spice?
No.
No.
Well, some people, like the older people do. Like
Yeah.
they go to the extreme, like K2 and stuff.
Which is nothing but potpourri.
Mhm.
And if they smoking that stuff. See what you learn from young people when you listen to young people. I'm so thankful that this young lady has educated us.
Yes. I know.
Because I be definitely be wanting to know because I want to stay in the loop. But we got about 5 minutes on the air here. So listen, I know y'all listening and I know you're watching. Again, we want to encourage those who are watching to meet us Saturday at the Loretto Hospital. Saturday would be the 14th. If you need a ride, let us know. We would come and pick you up if you have more than 10 people. If you don't have more than 10 people, we suggest you utilize the public transportation and we'll make sure that you get back. No problem. It'll be at Loretto Hospital, the Loretto Hospital from 10 to 2. I want to thank the president of the Loretto Hospital, Mr. George Miller, the
Yes.
CEO.
Shout out to George Miller.
Shout out, Mr. Miller, and your staff. Particularly, I want to give a special shout to Trish,
Yes.
Marnie,
Yes, of course, Marnie. Shout out to Marnie.
Janice, Henry, Camille Lilly, the people down in the cafeteria,
Everybody at the Loretto
particularly
Hospital.
all the doctors who came on, all the doctors who are going to be participating in this event. I just want to thank all of you all for all the work that you're doing to empower us and to empower the young people and to empower our community. And we want to encourage those of you to come out. We're going to be talking specifically when we get there at this event about some other things, about the legalization of marijuana. Do you agree with it or not? And then we're pushing forth right now a new initiative that we're working on where we're trying to do some grading scales on mental health, folks' levels of mental health and mental health awareness. And we're also trying to rally together to talk to our elected officials on the national, state, and local level to bring back mental health facilities back into the community of people of color because they took them out and we haven't had them back. So we're hoping that our new current mayor, Lori Lightfoot, would reach out to our elected officials and bring back the needed resources in our community to help our babies and to help those of us who need it. Personally, I know it's real important for us to have a place where folks can come and talk about issues they're going through. And so, Doc, I want to come back at you and say thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for the
You're
passion.
welcome.
You
You're
know, I
very
enjoy laughing and having fun. I really do.
I did too.
Yeah, I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy, and I'm keen on certain spirits. And your spirit is really nice.
Well, thank
Your
you.
spirit
So
is
is
the
yours.
genuine.
So is Angel's.
Yeah, and so is Angel. And so I want to thank you all again for all that you do for so much, for so many people. And I just want to encourage you to keep doing the good work. I'm going to continue to pray for all of you. Continue to pray for me because we need that. We need to stand true to our faith, believe in our faith, and believe that there's nothing too hard for God, too hard for us, if we work together.
Yes.
So I want to encourage those of you who are watching tonight, don't be the Lone Ranger. Don't go out there and try to work in silos by yourself. Join the team.
Right.
Join the Westside Community Stakeholders, where we are collaborating once a month with individuals, sector partners, and leaders to work together and not work hard, but to work smart. Again, I want to thank those young folks in there, those who are listening tonight. I know some of you all wanted to call in, and probably they held the calls because we was on some topics. But please, feel free to call in next week. We're going to have Wealthy Clown on money, and he's also the clown for the Universal Soul Circus. So we'll be trying to get the young folks acclimated and get tickets together for the young folks, you all, to take y'all to the Universal Soul Circus. And also we're hoping that you guys will continue to tune in to Fathers Who Care. We really appreciate all you do, and I want to afford you two an opportunity to close out in any way you feel like it.
Okay. I just want to say.
And that blue absolutely looked nice
Thank
in
you
the
so
screen.
much.
Look at the screen.
Thank you.
Doesn't it look nice?
I think our youth is our future.
Absolutely.
So I think being role models for you, Angel, and I try to be a role model for my nephew Dean and my other nephew Nicholas. So my nephew is my godchild, and right now I don't have children, but he is like my child.
Yes, you do. Your nephew is your child right now.
Yes, but just being there for our youth, that being role models.
Children are overrated. You borrow the ones. Get your family ones. Take the family children and have fun with them, and then send them home.
No. Dean is like my child.
Yeah,
He's my godchild.
it's a good thing.
Yes.
So thank you, Dr. Soros, and you give us a closing comment because we have to go.
Thank you.
She said thank you, and I say thank you. So good night. Keep the faith, and we'll see you Saturday, and we'll see you next week, those who will be watching. We got a dynamite show coming up. God bless you all. And thank you all that came out with the immigration initiative that we promoted this week with some of the folks to let you know about the immigration and your rights and what we can do to help you. So God bless you all. Good night. Keep the faith, and we'll see you on the other side. It has been fun. Thank you all so much. I really
Reverend
appreciate
Jones.
it.
Thank you, Angel.
Angel, give some love.
So much.
Thank you all in the control room.
God bless everybody.
God bless you all. You all rock, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you. Wouldn't
Okay.
want to be you. Keep it 100, right? Right?
Right, of course.
Good night. Good night. We'll
Good
see
night,
you later.
everyone.